Hi everyone, it's Josh Moorfoot here. This is a first for me, first of doing album reviews and stuff like that. And so let's get right into it. Um, this album that we're going to be reviewing is Twisted Sister's Twisted Christmas. One of the best albums I've ever heard, actually. I don't actually own this album, but I have heard it many times on YouTube. One of the best things I've ever listened to. The first track plays a bit of a trick in the first minute. It's called Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. And it starts off sounding all traditional and everything with acoustic guitars and horns and stuff like that. But then about a minute, there's a bloke that sounds like a record company producer or something like that. He interrupts a band and basically says, what is this crap? This is not Twisted Sister. This is Twisted Sister. Then of course the heavy drums kick in and Dee Snider does his famous scream and everything. And from there on in it's just full out, balls out electric guitar and everything. Slow pace to start off with, but then halfway through it speeds up into a fast song, sounding a bit like Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones, and it remains that way to the end of the song. And as for my thought on that track, bloody brilliant. Second song is O Come All You Faithful. Now the thing about this one, you listen to it very closely. If you know your Twisted Sister history, you would know that it sounds a lot like one of their biggest hits. I'm not going to say it because if you're a Twisted Sister fan, you'll know it. If you don't, go back over your Twisted Sister history. I recommend it. One of my favourite tracks on the album. Third song is White Christmas. Now, no matter what style I hear this song in, I always think of that scene out of Home Alone where he's singing in with the hairbrush and everything, and then does his silly little scream. But anyway, even though I do kind of like this one at the same time, I'm not too keen on it. Anyway, fourth song, this is one of my favourites. It's I'll Be Home for Christmas. It's a brilliant duet between Dee Snider and Lita Ford, and I highly recommend that one to anyone that hasn't heard it yet. Fifth track is Silver Bells. This is another really good one actually, and at some point during the song, the guitar riff sounds a lot like Problem Child by AC/DC. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favourite songs actually. Anyway, the sixth song on the album is I Saw Mummy Kissing Santa Claus. Now this one sounds very much the same as Silver Bells. And during the live versions of I Saw Mummy Kissing Santa Claus, he actually changes the last verse to rude lyrics, which I will not say, just to be safe. Seventh song is Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow. This one, as fun as it does sound, I could actually do without it, to be honest. Eighth track on the album is Deck the Halls. One of my favourite versions of this song actually. The backing vocals to it I reckon could be a bit more melodic, but other than that, I absolutely love it. The ninth song, which is the Christmas song, I've never actually heard this one in the proper traditional style for it. I've only heard the Twisted Sister version. My favourite bit of the song is when is in the second half when Dee Snider actually starts screaming to see if reindeer really know how to fly. At the end of this one, you can hear a little thing on the guitar that actually sounds a bit like "Joy to the World." Moving on to the 10th track, and the final song on the album, in my opinion, is Heavy Metal Christmas, aka the 12 Days of Christmas. Now this one, they changed the lyrics completely to all about the things that people in a heavy metal band during the 80s would have wanted. Stuff like cans of hairspray and spandex pants, pentagrams, and a tattoo of Ozzy Osbourne. One of my favourite songs on the album. Now, the 11th song, if you can call it a song, is We Wish You a Twisted Christmas, which is basically the same as We Wish You a Merry Christmas, only they changed the words merry and happy to twisted. And it's not really the band doing it, it's just an audience singing it awfully out of tune. Anyway, that wraps up my first album review, and I give the album a 4.5 out of 5. If you haven't checked it out, do yourself a favour and check it out. Anyway, this is Josh Moorfoot signing off, and I'll see you next time.